I assume you've got a cat.
Yes. It's Kurtis Jr.
All these years, I've never had someone name
Oh, wow.
their cat after them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kurtis Jr.
He's destroying everything. Toilet paper, paper towels, magazines, boxes, any type of paper, anything. He attacks it, he chews it up and spits it out. I was raised with cats and dogs. And I've never had them like attack paper towels and toilet paper and stuff like that. I've never
You are
had,
lucky.
like if I have food on the counter, he'll run up and start eating the food.
What I'm hearing is the most ordinary cat stuff. This guy tells me he grew up with cats. I want to know what kind of cats he grew up with.
He destroyed my couch,
Yeah.
even though I have a scratching post for him.
I'm not sure that we have a cat from hell, but I'm pretty sure we have a couch from hell. That thing's got to be gone, and I mean like yesterday.
I want to get a new couch, but I don't feel like I can get one. I don't want to declaw him.
Oh, that takes us in a totally different direction. Because if you're going there, that means you're already sort of at the end of your rope, yeah?
Yeah, you're my last straw. That's why I have you here.
So if I didn't show up today,
I'd probably get him declawed, yeah.
no, I never want to hear you talking about declawing, ever. It's a pretty barbaric thing, and something that, as far as I'm concerned, should be illegal. The couch ain't worth it. You know, you got a cat who scratches. They all do, and they have to. It's an absolute necessity. They have to exercise this part of their chest. They have to rid themselves of the dead pieces of nail. It's the thing that makes them feel secure about themselves. Ah, that's me. So I would have you start looking at what you can do for him. Ask not what your cat can do for you. Ask what you can do for your cat. When you got him, did he have evidence of neglect?
Yeah, he was kind of malnutritioned. He was real thin. I think he's only comfortable around me. Anytime somebody comes over, he gets very scared. He ran under the bed as soon as he knocked on the door now.
The one problem that Kurt's telling me about that I can get behind is Kurtis Jr.'s social anxiety.
So have to coax him out or lift the bed to get him out. There's a bunch of crap on the bed.
Oh. First of all, let's point out exactly what makes you crazy.
Okay, so look at this, Exhibit A. Look at this. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? That's really friggin' annoying. Look, he's ruined the paper towel. And then like, I have food. Like one time I had blueberries and he gets up here and he knocked all the blueberries all over. And then I had lunch meat up here and I went to the bathroom and he'd eaten all the lunch meat. And then he proceeded to puke it all up on the floor. It's like, gross.
So you have had cats, right?
Yeah, I was raised with cats.
I can't believe that. We can't bend an animal's characteristics around our needs to have blueberries sitting on a counter. You see this look that I'm giving you right now? That's the sort of incredulous, like, I mean, I can give you tools and stuff like that. I don't know that that's enough.
Are you trying to tell me that I'm not a cat person, I shouldn't have a cat? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Really? I was born and raised with cats and dogs.
Curtis, if you are to the point where you're going to declaw your cat because you've got a side of your couch, blueberries, paper towel, and some lunch meat, then I'm having a hard time.
And I kind of take offense to that because I love animals, so.
You can bet that I am not going to leave here today without telling Kurtis Sr. exactly what it means to declaw a cat.
I guess because my parents always got the cats declawed, so I'm not used to this.
It's making sense. I mean, he had declawed cats, that's why he always had intact paper towel. There is no good enough reason to declaw a cat, but the least of them are paper towel. Grab that scratching post for me. Now, let's look at the differences here. You're laughing.
Well, I guess it's pretty small and rinky-dink.
Dainty is the word. I would love to spend some time with K Jr. here. You said he's under the bed?
Yeah.
Let's see where he's at.
Curtis.
Holy crap.
I know, right?
I am so scared to look under this bed. Here we go. I am pulling out bins and all kinds of nasty K Jr. And none of those things contain a cat.
Don't judge me with what you see under the bed, all right?
Kurtis Sr. needs to block the unders so that Kurtis Jr. can't hide under this gnarly bed. I don't see him.
There's one other hiding spot. Let me check. Here he is.
Oh, for God's sake. I just inhaled a year off my life, and he's not under the bed. Hi. Well, there's Kurtis Jr. And no my little man. Kurtis Jr. is sweet, he's cute, and he's not completely terrified. It makes me think that his social anxiety is something we can work with because there's something about him that's saying, I'm scared, I'm not petrified. I am adoring your cat right now.
Jackson kind of reassured me that my cat isn't as emotionally unstable as I thought he was. So I'm really glad to hear that.
Back in the kitchen. I think I insulted you, right? I know you've got a good heart when it comes to your cat. I know you do, I can tell. All of today's strangeness here aside, we have got to find a way to give Kurtis Jr. a bigger, less fearful life. And we've got to find a way to get Kurtis Sr. on board with being a more giving guardian who's not afraid to compromise for his cat. So, homework.
Okay.
For Kurt and Kurt Jr. The first thing, environmental enrichment. This is a small place.
Right.
You got to put yourself in his paws for a second. If I were him, what would I want? Kurtis Sr.'s studio apartment is big enough for Kurtis, his cat, and not much else. Now, cats can be perfectly happy in small spaces, but it's not about the space, it's what you do with it. You better catify that space if you want your cat to thrive. First thing, no living being should be under this.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
So I'd like you to block off the unders.
Okay.
I also want you to get a scratching post. He needs something that is bigger. You want him to be able to reach all the way up.
Okay.
Grab and pull down. Also think up here, okay? It could be as simple as a $5 shelf that you put up. Now he can jump from here to here, from here into that windowsill. I want him to be able to look out the windows. I want to get into routines. If you get up in the morning and you invest literally 10 minutes in playing with him, he won't be doing that stuff.
Okay.
Cats just need routine in a big bad way. Now, here's an expectation I have of you. I want you to get a new couch. I want you to trust your cat, get the new scratcher, and you just take double-sided sticky tape just for the first week or so on your new couch. He's gonna touch it, he's gonna go, ugh, that's gross. Oh, I have a scratching post.
Okay.
He will go for it.
I'm gonna do everything that Jackson suggested, but I am still freaking out about if I get a new couch or not, and he'll scratch it, but I'm gonna try it out, so hopefully it'll be good.
You've been talking about declawing your cat if he doesn't shape up, and it alarms me. When you declaw a cat, see how we have claw? And then we have this first digit here, right there? Okay, right there, snip. The whole bone
What?
at the first digit, cut. It is amputation of every digit on his little paws.
I didn't know that.
Now,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a barbaric surgery.
I had no idea. I feel like I'm a terrible pet owner, even considering getting my cat declawed.
So last time I was a little hard on Kurtis Sr. Whoa, hey man.
How you doing?
But that's just because I want a better life for Kurtis Jr. I want to make sure that he's got places to scratch, he's got paws to scratch with, and he's not hiding under the bed. Whoa!
Welcome to my cat palace.
Bang! There we go. I am so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
is amazing, man. It's a totally different feel in here. We're talking new couch, we're talking shelves. Now, when I look around this apartment, I know a cat lives here, and it's not just because the couch is shredded up, but because there's places to be. You kept that couch for
Way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that couch was from the 70s.
Yes, it was. Has he been scratching on it?
He tried a little bit right here.
Right.
And then I put the tape on here, and that's deterring him.
He'll never go back to it. He doesn't know the difference between tape and no tape. By the way, he's got a nice little thing to scratch on over there, right?
And he loves this. He
Does
loves
he?
hanging out in here. He plays with this. Yeah, he loves it. He scratched inside here.
So he's been sitting in there.
Yeah, he loves it. He loves it in here.
I want to go through your homework with you.
There you go. And then you can. Then you can look outside. Look at. Watch what's all going in there.
So here's the problem, man. First impressions mean a lot, right? So if him getting up on here and then immediately giving a whoop,
Right.
you can pretty much guarantee that at that point, that's toast. This cat shelf in the front window, I think it's great. On the other hand, putting your cat in the window, turning his head to look outside, and putting him up there when it's not secure, all of those are big no's. He is not going back to that space ever again. All right, moving on.
You like that, Kurtis Jr.? Is that your new cat tower so you can see out the window?
Great stuff.
You like that?
All right, onto the bed.
So,
Good. So he's not allowed to get under the bed.
Yeah, he can't get under there.
All he's got to do is think like his cat. Cat looks up in the air, put a shelf right there. He wants to get there, put a shelf over there. Watch your cat, that's all it takes. I don't think I've ever said this phrase before. I want to see your paper towel.
So I had the paper towels here. He was tearing them up. So I have them up here now.
Brilliant!
Woo!
Oh, look at my head's gonna explode.
So simple.